Hello, party people. Welcome back.
Hello, party people. We did the Jeff Sokol chat logs the other day, and now we're going to look at Jeff Sokol's uncut segment here on Walls' channel. Walls is the legendary content creator for TCAP. I think we should just jump right into it. We kind of did some backstory on Jeff last time, but we can do a quick little coverage. He's a Lyft driver, and he works in insurance in Connecticut. And he's coming to see Bailey, who's 13 years old. And so from the judging by the chat log, he has absolutely no he has no idea that this might be his thing. Like he did mention a few times that he could get in trouble for this and that this could be like an operation, but I think that he's bought into the Bailey character like 100%. Like I don't think that he has any. I think all of his defenses are down. Is that how you got it?
Yeah, I mean at the beginning you could see that he was kind of hesitant, but as they talked, he opened up more, started asking her questions like, are you a virgin?
Yeah.
If she's, done certain things, if she also talked about her mom being really close to his age, and
that's right.
And nothing really kind of, I guess, strayed him the other way of saying, okay, maybe this is not good.
Yeah.
So I guess this part we'll actually see what comes up, what he looks like, analyze his body language, and
yeah, we'll see how he behaves.
Yeah.
And thanks to Walls again for posting this, man. This is fantastic
footage. Thanks, Walls.
Okay, let's get after it.
What you see being edited behind me, you can see nowhere else. It is more compelling and disturbing than virtually anything you can watch on TV today. It is my complete interview with Jeff Sokol. He surfaced in our Predator investigation in Fairfield, Connecticut. A little bit of it aired on my syndicated show Crime Watch Daily, but now here on Hanson versus Predators, you'll...
So this is so goofy. Just Hanson sitting here with... He looks fucked, he looks old. But this guy in the back, man, just
editing,
bad posture and a cheap chair, just editing. Why did he choose this? You know what I mean? Wouldn't it be better if Chris just had a nice little, there's a shitty printer in the back here. It looks like
It's not staged very well.
No, it looks like shit, man.
It looks like somebody's bedroom.
It doesn't look it looks like a bedroom. That's right.
Record, being famous, known for TCAP and everything. It looks like shit. You'd expect for it to be better.
And I get it. Okay, he's showing all these fucking tracks, and then there's Jeff opening the pizza up here, even though it's very but this guy is just in a t-shirt and running shoes. It looks like shit, man. I don't know. It's just kind of a bad scene. I don't like this.
You'll see the whole thing. Sokol came with food and an appetite for sex. He left after a very aggressive interview with me in handcuffs.
Okay,
an
whatever.
Appetite for sex.
Yeah, this is stupid. What's this guy driving? Is that a Jeep? Whatever. Dressed like a dick, okay.
Jeff? Over here. You can come in this way.
The pizza.
Yeah, we got the pizza. He wanted to make sure.
He was so nervous.
Sorry about that. Come on in.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, it's like 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
This is so.
How are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
Look at the smile on his face, first of all.
Yeah, the smile's annoying too, but look, he's so happy.
So excited.
He's like, holy shit, that's not the police. This actually isn't the police. This is great. This is gonna be so good. But how annoying is this?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
It's really dark out. Dude,
how long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, it's like 2.5 hours.
That's long.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna get hurt?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I think based on their chat log, she was super into him in the chat, or
yeah, she was
relatively into
giving
him.
that off, yeah.
And so I think that he kind of perceived her being as excited as him, and so I think that's what this is. It's a bit fucking annoying that he's trying to hug her, but I get it based on the way the chat went. Like they were both kind of friendly about it.
That's a long drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you're gonna be
It's
hot?
an annoying way the way he goes after her though. Like the way he puts up his arms up.
Yeah,
It's kind of
not
aggressive.
very welcoming. It's like he's
Yeah.
coming at her as opposed to welcoming her to like.
That's right. Yeah, it's not very gentle. It's very
not.
like abrasive. So she's nervous. Like obviously she's not Bailey, so she doesn't really remember all the chats that they had. Like
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
Okay.
So, kind of peachy batches.
The small pizza is like almost as big as the big one. So I didn't know that. Like you said small, I thought it'd be like a really small one.
Yeah.
You said big one.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
just so shit, man. Like just so shit. You come to meet someone and like the best you got is you know, you're putting your hands up to show the pizza size and you know what I mean? It's so
Yeah.
boring, man. Like it's
not a
boring.
great conversation starter.
No, man.
It's like, you know, him opening up the pizza and showing her like, you know, right after he went at her to hug her, like
Yeah.
just a series of unfortunate events thus far. Mind you, that smile on his face is
Oh,
still
yeah.
there.
Yeah, look at that.
He's still really
Like a
excited.
really small
Let's
one.
try to
Yeah.
You said
yeah,
big one.
Sorry.
like he looks very predatory.
Very.
Very
Just
predatory.
very just concerning.
Yeah, like we've all been in these situations when you're kind of like with someone and they don't know what to talk about, so they talk about stupid shit like that, like, oh, the pizzas, you know, I thought it was a small, like, you know, just shut the fuck up. You know?
Right. Not
It's
relevant.
it's
really.
okay to be silent, right?
Right.
Like it's okay to just not say anything at all. I think
Yes.
that sucked in my opinion. Like that whole entrance was very disappointing.
It was.
And obviously she's a decoy, and she, you know, but so she's kind of playing along with it. But I think the average person would be like, you know,
What
it's
the
kind of,
fuck?
what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like,
You okay?
I'm working. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I kind of noticed he looked at the camera here. Look at that. Oh wow, what a
Right.
he looks like a fucking rat, man.
So excited.
He actually looks like a fucking rat. He looks right at the camera almost. I think he looks just in the direction, so it looks like that.
Yeah,
but he
right
actually,
through it basically.
he looks like what's the teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What's their guy called? Splinter's the bad guy, but what's their what's the rat called? This guy. Oh, it is Splinter. I thought Splinter was the bad guy. Doesn't he look like this?
He does. He does resemble that.
This is what he looks like. Look, that's exactly what he looks like. Like this looks kind of like fierce, but he looks like this. It looks
He does.
disgusting. Like this.
Really does.
That's a perfect.
Representation.
Yeah, look, fucking Jeff Splinter, man.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean,
Are you telling me the truth?
I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why
It's
I
kind
don't
of crazy, huh?
know. It is crazy. Yeah, why did you let me come? If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Okay. Shall we break down a little bit? Just real quick. I wanted to a few things he said.
I mean,
Are you telling me the
He
truth?
says
I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really.
not really. What the hell does that mean? For starters?
I mean,
Like, either like have you come to meet someone or not?
Or
Like
not,
yes
right.
or you know, there's no not really. Like
Are you telling me the truth?
I've met girls online, but
so that's what he means.
I
think what he's trying to say is I've met of age women online. I think that's what he means by not really. Like I have met women online, but I haven't met little
But
girls
he's saying
online.
girls. I met girls online.
And that's
Which
also
could
possible.
mean younger,
That's also possible.
underaged girls.
I don't like come like this far to like meet someone. I don't know why I
It's
don't
kind
know.
of crazy, huh?
And that makes it worse. Like cuz he's like I don't come this far to meet someone. So it's like you don't drive this far to meet a woman that might be your like companion in life, because he's fucking 44, right? Like, you know, he's not like in the hookup game as much as he should be, or I mean, you know, he's kind of out of those years, I think. And he's like, I wouldn't drive this far to meet a woman, but I did drive this far to meet you, Bailey. You know? But it's like, Bailey's 13, man. Like, you should be driving far to meet someone that might, you know, be your life partner or something, not like some young girl. Like, you should be leaving her alone as much as possible. Like... Yeah, it could be your daughter, man. Like, for sure. It could be like, well, his daughter, you know, like he would be 31 when he had her. That's kind of like very reasonable.
Yeah.
And so for the fact that he says that, it makes him seem even like more of a dickhead because he's doing this. Yeah.
It is crazy. Yeah. Why did you let me come?
And that too. Why did you let me come?
Let me come?
He puts it on her. It's very annoying.
Right.
It's more like you're the adult. You should be taking charge here, man.
If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Also, can we just go over one thing here? Remember how he mentioned in the chat, I'm going to go to the gym? Does this look like a guy that should be even mentioning that he goes to the gym? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, bad posture.
Not an athlete,
gut,
for sure.
You know, kind of sunken chest. Arms don't really fill up the shirt sleeve. It's kind of like... that's what I mean. He mentions in the chat, like, I'm going to go to the gym. It's only for her entertainment. You know what I mean? Like, he might have been going to the gym one time that whole week. He might not have went for 3 weeks before that. But she needed to know that he's going to the gym that day.
Yes.
Or he didn't even go.
Right.
Like, he looks like a guy that... He just looks weak to me. You know, he doesn't look built in any way. He kind of looks just, like, you know, naturally formed.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why do you think I came?
That pause.
I think I know.
Yeah, so that's pretty compelling. Like, it's something you would like learn in drama class. The little kind of like smile and head nod and whatever. Like, it's kind of like it's pretty actress-ish. To put it that way, but it is compelling. Like, I think he kind of gets charmed by it. I think he falls for it.
I think I know.
That, you know, and right there too. I want to just pause here.
I think I know.
Look, she looks him right in the eyes, and she doesn't falter at all. Like, you know what I mean? She keeps the smile. She says, "I think I know." She looks him right in the eyes, and she smiles. Like, she doesn't back down at all.
Right.
And I think that really convinces him to the point that he's like, this is a real chick here, man, that I've been talking to. Like, this is real. And I think he really gets charmed by it, and I think that he likes the intensity of the conversation here. But it's really good from her. Like, she's not at all intimidated by him. Like, she's kind of like completely...
Yeah, she's playing her role well.
She's really, really like holding on to it. So look, that's a long like little pause there. Like, he looks away. Did you see that? He looked away first.
What's the reason?
I'm not just, been talking to you for a while, and you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation.
I wanted to check out the situation, and the situation being her being your daughter potentially could be. And you being interested in her.
What's funny too is he uses the word situation in the chat log as well. He says like the situation is bad, like or he can get arrested because of the situation, that sort of thing. That is a stupid thing to say. I wanted to check out the situation because the way he's portraying it is like, you go on Instagram and you see that there's like a show happening downtown in your city. Like, there's a bunch of like bands playing or something, and you showed up to like check out the situation. Like, I wanted to see what the music's like, or who's there, or what the crowd's like. That's a situation because it wasn't in your control. This is an explicit meeting that he set up. And
completely in his control.
It's completely in his control. He drove there.
2.5 hours.
He invited himself over. He
brought pizza.
He brought pizza. Like, he initiated everything.
Everything.
So he's like, I wanted to check out the situation. Like, there's no situation. Like, you created the moment.
Yeah.
So it's not, you know what I mean? It's not checking out a situation. If you, like, when you sat in your car, the situation began.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's,
Yeah,
you know, once you
exactly.
texted her, the situation began. Like, the whole thing is the, you know, it's stupid. Like, I know when someone, like, shows up to something and they're, you know, I just wanted to, like, see who's going to be here or whatever, you know? It's like, that's not what the, you know,
It's not what's happening.
that's not what's happening.
Here we are.
And that's nice too, you know. That's see, look, that charms him. He smiles and he's like, yeah.
Situation, you know.
Well, here we are.
Yeah. See, that wins him over, that little bit right there.
So
He likes that.
let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time until we get that out of the way.
This document was
Do you remember that? It's the marriage thing. So I think that this was wrong. I don't think they should have said
About
this.
it the whole time. Let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time.
So we read the chat log, okay? Like, we remember that he mentioned that he wants to get married to her and all that, whatever. They didn't talk about it that much.
No.
And I don't think that I think she mentioned it probably because they told her, like, you should mention the marriage contract because they want to, like, really nail him. But after reading the chat log, it doesn't come off as natural because it doesn't really speak about it that explicitly. It just says, like, we can get married and we might get married and I want to marry you. And she says, oh, I'd marry you too, Jeff, and all this bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's very brief. Like, it's maybe, like, a few messages out of, like, the hundreds, you know? So I don't know. I think this kind of threw him off. I think if they didn't do this, he would have been more into it.
Until we get that out of the way.
This document was something Sokol put together after some research on the internet to protect himself from getting in trouble for having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He talked about it in the chat along with a lot of other graphic topics. It didn't work.
It's very worthless commentary there. Completely wrong.
Let's see.
Like, actually, what the fuck was the point of that? Hanson didn't even mention that it was a marriage contract or anything. He kind of just, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He researched this contract and
Right.
they try to get him out of trouble. Like, that was fucking worthless. Like,
Talk about it.
Okay. There's plates behind you if you want to grab one.
Huh?
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one. Do you want a water or anything?
No. Man, well, I got this for kisses.
Alright, I'll grab
so
one.
annoying.
Alright, it will help. Do you want to eat at the table? What do you want to
God.
Do you remember in the chat log he mentions vodka?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, does your mom have any vodka? Can
Yeah,
we drink
does
your
your
mom's
mom have
vodka?
vodka?
It's this fucking loser. Didn't even bring his own vodka. Like, I know I'm still harping on that. What a loser, man. Like, you bring your own vodka. You don't drink her mom's vodka. You fucking 16-year-old boy. You piece of shit. But yeah, you're right. Because he mentioned, he's like, you got any OJ or Cran? Fuck you, man. Like, how hard is it to bring a couple liters of
He
OJ?
brought one. He
Yeah,
didn't
he
even
brought
bring
one,
a
man.
carton. Like, he brought one.
He brought
small
one
bottle
OJ,
of
man.
OJ.
And that is so fucking obnoxious, man. It's not even that big. Like, if you're gonna be
No, it's
using
like
it,
it's not even a liter. Like, it's
No.
probably like 250 milliliters.
like
400.
okay, 5 or 750 at
500.
least, you know. But like at most, I mean, if you're gonna be making mixed drinks, which I don't think he wants it for. I think he wants to take shots with her or something. But still, like, if you're, you know, like, she's gonna want to, like, chase that shit. She's 13. Like, I know she's probably drank a couple times or something, whatever, but, like, she's not an experienced drinker, okay? She's gonna want to chase that shit, or she's gonna want to mix it or something. That is not enough for two people.
Certainly not.
What the hell is that?
Certainly not.
Also, I think we missed something.
Okay, so we-
Alright, I'll grab water.
Alright, it will help. Do you want to eat at the table? What do you want to do?
Don't you just sit here?
Look at that. Look at that, man. That is that exact look, man.
It's the other
Jeez.
one that you had the first one.
This guy,
Yeah.
yeah, that is that exact
that
look.
one.
Look at that. Look at my mouse out of the way here, man. He looks. This is actually uncanny, man. He looks identical here. Fuck me. Yeah, he looks like an absolute predator. Like, he looks like a
He
like a
does.
rat that just
He
saw a
does.
piece of cheese and he's like ready to go after it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I expected it to be like 2.5 hours.
More shit
So,
conversation.
You're from the Boston area, is it?
Yeah, can I wash my hand?
Yeah, I have some family that lives up there. It's pretty nice.
Steve?
Yeah, I've been to Faneuil Hall.
So again, like, she didn't study the chat log like we did, She said that she has no one in Boston, right? So, and that's why he was like, well, you have me in Boston, so you got someone in Boston. Very fucking stupid. I mean, you can't blame the girl. She's not going to read 260 pages of shit,
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay. So, Bailey, that sucked. I know in Boston they say, like, wicked awesome, or, like, I got a wicked hot on, or something like that. Like, they use the word wicked.
They do.
I think that everyone's been kind of making that meme out of that for, like, I don't know, 50 years or something. So I think, like, that was just a little bit awkward, but I think she just feels a little awkward and, like, compelled to say something. I feel like if she was watching, she wouldn't want me to read.
Your family, like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
He just ignores it.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
So the joke failed. Sokol ignored it because he's from Boston, so he's probably heard that a ton of times. And then she's like, fuck, I fucked up there. I need to, like, recover this.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool. I'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe, I don't know, I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not saying, I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like,
That's pretty good too, actually. Like,
And no, I'm not saying, I mean, I think you look
don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just
yeah, see, she kind of, like, baits him in a little bit more. She's like, come on, get in here.
saying, like, you look different, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things, you know?
What about me? Do I look different?
I mean, you look different. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Not saying better or worse. So she didn't tell him he looked good. She just said you look different. Nice.
You look different on a horizontal axis.
Not saying it a better way or a bad way. You just look different. Okay.
I don't know if she knew what he looks like. They probably showed him the photo.
I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
It's tough though.
I have cupcakes too, small.
I see. Did you make them?
Look at those. Do you think I made those?
I mean, those look kind of like.
Too small.
I see. Did you make them?
Look at those.
Like, she's like, look at those. You think I made those? Those look kind of shit. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's your typical grocery store, store-bought. Yeah, like, look at those. You think I made those? Like, I think you can make those.
Do you think I made those?
I have no idea.
No.
Do you want to use plates or do you want to just eat?
Whatever you want. We're pretty casual here.
Okay.
I'm like too nervous to eat.
Well, you already ate, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was wondering if you were gonna be like, how would you be? Like, would you be nervous? Would you be like totally, like you've done this before?
Oh,
What bad conversation. Like, he hasn't mentioned anything that's kind of, like, interesting or, like...
Conversation starting or...
Like, I think, like, bottom tier conversation that's above this, by the way, is, like, something that happened on the drive. Like, oh, I saw this guy, like, spin out or something. Like, that's boring, but it's, like, something,
Yeah.
Or, oh, I saw this on the way here. Like, I saw the sign for, I don't know, Trump's presidency. Like, anything, like, kind of random shit, This all sucks. He's kind of, like, accusing her of something here, too. Like, I wonder, I thought about what you would be like. It's kind of weird. Like, why would you say that to someone? Like,
Yeah.
I was wondering if you'd be nervous. Like, it's so
Yeah.
fucking annoying. Like, why
Yeah.
would you say that?
I mean, of course she's gonna be nervous.
Yeah.
Anyone would be nervous.
So he talked about the pizza size. And that... Why didn't he ask her about something? They talked about a lot of shit. Why didn't he, like... I don't know, just start a conversation, like...
Right.
I guess they were texting all day and whatever. It'd be like, oh, did you talk to your mom? Like, how's she doing? Like, did she settle in? Like, is she busy? Like, how's she liking, what is it, Dallas or Houston or whatever?
Right.
Is she liking
I
it?
just
Like,
want to
none
watch
of
him
that.
eat pizza.
Yeah.
I'm just excited. He's
Definitely haven't done this before.
No, he's fucking so boring.
He's really
so boring, man.
He's really boring.
The only fun part of this is watching him get his ass kicked by Hanson, and
I don't know. You just seemed very, very like. You didn't seem nervous at all when I talked.
He also just looks like a fucking like.
He's not.
He looks like a
caught
rat
up
bastard,
on
man.
something that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Why the hell does this matter? She's 13 and she's a bit like off put by
It
you.
absolutely doesn't matter.
Like, yeah, give her 2 hours to settle into this. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like, she was not used to this Splinter guy being in your house. Like,
right.
he looks so like he just looks so douchey
He does.
and like he just looks arrogant. Like, I don't know.
To you and just.
It's different when you're talking to someone online versus like
person.
coming to their house and meeting them.
Right, yeah.
I just gotta take something.
This has been talked about 1,000
This
times.
is drugs. It's
Okay, this
just,
shit here.
Yeah, no,
I'm taking this
worries.
pill. It's been talked about 1,000 times. I don't know what the fuck it is. There's 2 camps. One is he's taking Viagra. The other one is he's taking medication for IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, whatever, because he's about to eat pizza, so he doesn't want to shit his pants. There's some people that are very hung up. Like Chris is about to like kick his ass about this for no reason. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't think there's any definitive proof of one or the other. Either he doesn't want to have diarrhea or he wants to have a raging hard on.
Ew.
I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's probably legit. Like, I don't think you would just take a Viagra right here while you were talking to her. I don't know how Viagra works, but you probably wouldn't just take it while eating pizza.
Right.
So I imagine it's probably for the pizza.
Probably. Hopefully.
So yeah, he said in court that it's for irritable bowel syndrome.
It's something that I take before I eat.
I believe him, like he's a scumbag.
In the middle of it all, Sokol pulls out a medicine bottle. You can see it on the video. He takes a pill, apparently in preparation for what he thinks is going to be a big night ahead.
Yeah, so very stupid commentary there. Just like the first part.
I've been doing all day.
I'm just hanging out, watching TV, Netflix and stuff.
She maintains good eye contact.
What's that?
Okay, so I think this is where it all goes fucked. I think he hears like a thud or something. So let's listen to this.
Netflix and stuff.
What's that?
Yeah.
No idea. Do you want to check?
You hear little thuds,
No.
like if someone kicks something over or something.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this? I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
Who are you?
You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
Hanging out
Hanging out with whom?
with her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
He doesn't seem scared, which is very strange.
Right.
A lot of predators get terrified.
Well, I think it's kicking in finally because you can see his face. He's like smiling, but underneath that smile is like this realization of, oh shit, who the fuck is this? So
Who the fuck is this guy?
I think he's just trying to play it cool, but I don't doubt that he's not freaking out underneath that.
Now, the Hanson that you see here is not as intimidating as the Hanson of before. Like the
Yeah.
the young kind of like strong before the codeine Hanson. Came out in a turtleneck and a full black outfit. Like that was a different Hanson. And look, Hanson kind of hiccups here, which I've always hated. It's very like
I want to know who you are.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
kind of hiccups.
Right.
Hanson never used to hiccup. In fact, the predators would hiccup, and he would kind of make fun of them. What? Does that to Lauren, right?
I didn't notice that actually, but good point.
Yeah, he does a little hiccup there, which I think really like.
I want to know who you are.
A little bit.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
And then I think that anyone that's kind of in this position would just be a
little
little bit
like,
less afraid.
Less intimidated, yeah.
Yeah, like the old Hanson, man. When that guy came out, he was fucking
Sharp.
guns blazing, man. He was
Sharp.
sharp. Yeah, that's right. That's a good word for it.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
That's obnoxious, dude. Can I eat?
Tell me who you are, because I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen?
I know you're really excited for the pizza eating part, but I have no idea what he means by that. I didn't know there were gonna be other people here. Like I have listen to
What
this.
do you mean?
Didn't know there would be other people here.
I have no idea what he means by that. I didn't know there would be other people here. I don't know
I think that what he means is that he thinks that this is some other, say he doesn't know who Rick Hanson is yet.
Chris Hansen.
Chris.
Rick
And
Hansen.
I said it so
confident, man.
confidently too. Like a part of him sounds jealous, a part of him sounds a little confused. I think that.
But
he's
who do you
coming from,
think
like,
that Chris Hansen is here? Like when he says, I didn't think there would be other people
He
here.
thinks that it's either his dad or it's someone who is close to this girl that is a part of her life and that he doesn't know who it is. But I think it's coming towards like him seeing him as a threat, but not in the sense of him getting in trouble, but him not being able to be alone with this girl.
Not being able to fuck her.
That's
okay,
how
I got
I'm
you.
perceiving.
That actually, that makes a lot
You
of
can
sense.
tell by his tone and by like him. He's not looking at him directly. He's looking down.
He
at
doesn't
the
think it's
pizza.
police though, right? Like,
I don't think he does.
I
Yeah.
don't think he suspects
No,
it's police.
because he's still pretty calm. He's
I
just
think
a
you're
little,
right. I think he thinks it's like her uncle or her father or
Maybe,
something. It's just
maybe.
a weird way to say it. It doesn't seem to be other people here, as if it's like an orgy or something.
Right.
You know, it's like
Well, what did you expect to happen this time, Jeff?
Didn't have any expectation.
No expectations whatsoever.
No,
sass.
So you drove 2.5 hours
sure did.
from Boston.
did. That's so
Really confident.
fucking arrogant.
So confident.
Sure did. Like as if you're in the right or something. It's so
As if
fucking
that's a good thing for you.
annoying.
Who are you?
To come here
Are you her dad?
to meet a young girl.
Are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
That pizza looks kind of.
Go ahead, have a bite.
It looks well.
It looks pretty
considering
shitty,
that
man. Like,
for
that's-
5 minutes he opened it and didn't touch it. It's probably not as good as it could have been.
Yeah, but look how it's just falling apart.
I know it looks
and
really
it's-
cheesy and just a
Are you
lot of.
her
I
dad?
will.
Like, look when I look at it, it just doesn't
Doesn't look super.
look that
appealing, though.
good.
get to that in a minute.
Here we go. So he does this, and for the rest of the time, this is how he's remembered by like virtually everyone that's ever known him.
Right.
This image right here is how everyone remembers him forever. Like everyone, you know, it's crazy. You do one thing. No, this is one of the most arrogant things you could do. Try to molest a child and then eat in front of the people that are confronting you. Like this probably is the most arrogant TV moment I can
Yes,
think of.
It is. He is shoving, really.
I grew up watching Jersey Shore. I was definitely within that generation, so I've seen some bullshit. And you with your Vanderpump and all that shit. Like, I've seen some very arrogant bullshit. But, like, this, in my opinion, like, can you be more of a dick than to do this? Like, it's not even... You're not even nicely eating it, too. If it was, like, kind of nice, but it's fucking... Shoving it. Like, bullshitly shoving it, you know? Like... Trying to get as much of it in your mouth as possible. He didn't even clean this up or anything to make it like...
No, easy to eat.
Yeah,
or polite or whatever.
Yeah, it's not like he made a little mistake. Like, this is a gargantuan mistake, but it's crazy that you do this, and everyone in society, everyone you've ever known, remembers you with this.
Knows you
this,
for this.
This is what you're remembered as. It's fucked. Like, it's fucked.
Go ahead, have a bite.
Wow. I haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, you're about to
How
find
old
out.
are you?
What does it matter?
I'd like to know.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
Yeah, is that against the law?
It is after this chat.
How?
So I think this is the turning point.
Yeah.
Where Chris is like, it actually is against the law. Now, he's got a wicked boiler on him, man. Like, that is a proper boiler. Now, I mean, you know, he's fucking like 50 or 60 here. Like, okay, you know, give him a break. I get that. It just kind of like, it looks funny, you know? Like, when you're trying to like, you're trying to like talk down to someone. You got this huge boiler on you. It's like, it doesn't... it loses your credibility a little bit.
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract?
Look at that smirk, man. What a fucking...
Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
Yeah, he's like getting fucked here right now. Like, he's still trying to hold on to it.
Did you bring some kind of a contract with
But
you?
his arrogance is running out.
Some sort of marriage contract?
Look at that.
Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
Right here, he's like, okay, I gotta... I think I'm kind of fucked, actually. This actually is a good...
I should come see you on Saturday.
This actually is a
Well,
good...
since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. my life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you,
Okay, why does he say blank? Why does he say blank? I don't get it.
So he can be appropriate for the audience.
But he's
watching.
not. He's not on NBC. I get it. Like when you were on NBC, okay. Even then, I think you should just blurt.
But maybe
bleep it out.
he himself doesn't feel comfortable saying it.
Maybe. It just sounds so stupid.
It does sound stupid.
Okay, here's the thing, man. If you're sitting across from someone, and they say trim your blank, immediately you're thinking, either this
Hair?
guy's no. I mean, like if someone says that, like if someone uses blank instead of pussy, you're thinking like either I'm on TV or this guy's like part of the Baptist church or something and isn't allowed to
Right.
say it. Like you know what I mean? You'd be
Right,
like, what the
right.
fuck's going on? Why do you say blank instead of pussy? Like, is he a police officer or a father? Like, why do you say that? That's weird. I've never heard anyone say like blank in real life. You know what I mean? I've never ever heard
Fair.
that. Like,
and then you say, do you trim your blank?
Okay.
Now you know that this girl is 13, right?
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No. This doesn't.
And you're what, 37?
That doesn't mean anything.
You're 37?
fucked it up completely.
How old are you?
before.
You might as well just tell me because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because now you're making me nervous and
Yeah.
You're 44 years old, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to. What am I supposed to make of that?
So now he's like, okay, something kind of fucked up is going on. Because, like, if this was just the father, he'd probably just shoot me in the gut with, like, a revolver or something, He wouldn't be,
Yeah.
like, reading out chat lines to me. I didn't get my ass kicked, and I was able to eat pizza. So this isn't a family member, because I think, if, like, a guy and his brother caught you talking to one of their daughters, I
Yeah,
think,
it would not be the same reaction.
they would either kill you or hurt you really badly or something, Like, they wouldn't just be, like, sitting here talking to you. So now he's like, wait, someone printed these out and is, like, knows about them and is asking me
Right.
about them. So something is fucked up here.
Right.
Like, this isn't what I thought it was. Like, something's really going on here. So now he's like, okay, I think I'm fucked. Like, I think that's what's going on. Like, I
Right.
think I think I'm really fucked face here. And that the inhale, exhale.
Sorry, I'm paranoid.
That's the typical human, like, oh shit, like,
Oh, no.
is like the, you get the bill from the fucking mechanic, that's what you do. Like, oh fuck, like, you should not have done that, You should.
For meeting me? No, potentially having sex. But that is where the breaking the law comes from. Right. Punishable up to 20 years.
Now he's like, oh shit.
Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
well, they plan on having sex.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
So that right there, I think he, that's when his balls come down, When you're like, go ahead, check the car. Like, I think that's when you're kind of like completely lost, Like,
Right.
you're like kind of giving up all of your freedoms, You're
Yeah.
like, check me, search me and shit. Like, this is where you've lost. Like,
Right.
he is broken now. His defenses are broken. He's completely just open to Chris Hansen just like fucking
Yeah.
brutalizing him. Like, he's done.
Yeah.
His arrogance as like waned, and he's
It
just
has
he's
withered
done.
away, and now he's where he's
Yeah,
at,
yeah, yeah. Everything is
The
withered
reality
away.
has hit him, and now there's no confidence
Now he's just a
anymore. He
weak
knows.
man waiting to get fucked.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex. Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain.
Oh, it's Saturday afternoon.
Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out and
Looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
He hiccups again.
just wanted to come hang out and.
Looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to like?
He's out of his A game, man. He's out of his A game.
Come here and have sex with a 13-year-old girl.
Okay, is that against the law to like to
They have sex with a 13-year-old girl when you're 44? Yes, it's against the law.
To meet a girl. That's all I've done.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but do you also see that
I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing.
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Great. Great work, Hanson. Like, I know I was just ripping on Hanson saying he's out of his prime. That is great work. That is great work. He puts it right back.
Also see that I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing.
Well, wouldn't you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they're
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect delivery there, Hanson, man. Great.
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're like, law enforcement. But,
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean, that's what it sounds like.
It sounds like he got like a little bit of. I feel like he's always liked to get called like a cop or something. I feel like he loves it. Or are you in the FBI?
Yeah.
Enforcement, but,
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down,
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
and
There, another loss.
And,
another loss for Sokol.
and I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I said.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old
I
girl.
wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if.
A 13-year-old girl? How often do you do this sort of thing?
Never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah.
down I-95 from Boston.
Yeah, been talking to her
To this
for a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
You can't find any
I had nothing else.
older girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided you just come out and hang out with a 13-year-old girl?
Yeah, you can clearly.
Hey, chew your fucking food before you talk, brother.
Hang
What the
out
fuck
with
is
a
this?
13-year-old girl.
Look at this. Look at this dumbass.
Yeah, you can clearly.
Chew your fucking food, brother. You don't have a fucking father to teach you this shit, you dumbass.
You can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about that.
Let's say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How do we do
It's
this?
a guy that's never
mean-
been taught a fucking thing, man.
He
What is
probably
this?
didn't have the best upbringing if he's thinking
If he's
that
in this
is
position,
okay,
yeah.
Like,
Say we meet and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How do we do this? Like I said, as long as you're
Fuck you.
under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
We made fun of him a lot.
we did, but he made a point.
He
made
fucking
a really good
he hit the
point.
nail on the head there, man. And he's like, well, I didn't think any adults would read this, so I don't have any comebacks, you know.
Right.
When other adult has read it, I don't think I can argue against it, actually.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right.
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
What do you think about that line?
Well, obviously it's not legal. So,
Is the legality the issue,
no.
or is the 13-year-old?
It's the 13-year-old.
Right. That's why this line is stupid.
Even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
There's even a lot of predators that said, I know this is wrong. I knew I shouldn't be here. This is wrong. She's a child, you know. He has absolutely no remorse. No remorse at all. He is only concerned with the law. He's only concerned with him going to prison. He thinks whatever is legal, you should absolutely do it to its fucking extent without any remorse or care for a human being. He thinks that, like, if it was legal to have sex with 13-year-old girls, he'd be having sex with a lot of them. You know what I mean?
Right.
He has absolutely.
Ew.
So that's the thing. Like, he says, if it was legal, which means if it was legal, that's what he was trying to do with the marriage contract. He was trying to make it legal.
Right.
Now, you can't make it morally right. Okay, you can't make it ethically correct. You can only make it. You can't even make it legal because, you know, thank God we have the laws to protect people against this sort of shit. But you can get as close to legality as possible, but you can never make it moral or ethical. And he doesn't give a shit about that. He doesn't at all state, I wouldn't do it because it's wrong. You know, because I'm taking this girl's childhood away from her. Because I'm, you know, because I'm forcing her into adulthood. Because I'm taking her away from her comforts, you know. Because I'm going into her mother's house when she's away. You know,
Right.
it doesn't say any of that.
No.
It says unless it's legal. So,
He doesn't think that what he's doing is really wrong then in the end.
no, unless the law
it's-
permits it. Even though the laws permit a lot of things that aren't fucking correct, you know.
So you talk about a plan to make it legal, to marry her, right?
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like,
So if you liked her, like next
This
week.
is great camera work here.
yeah, not
This,
not in 2 seconds.
completely
I mean,
unnecessary
like,
shot here.
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after, you'd marry a
No,
13-year-old girl.
not next week. No.
So after.
So he's like, what? I'm not gonna marry her this year. What are you doing,
Maybe
Hanson?
next, but not
Yeah.
this year.
what are you acting so weird
What do
about
you
this for,
mean?
Hanson? Like, bro, like she needs 5 more years before she's fucking. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. He's like, no, not right now. Maybe later. What do you mean later, bro? Like,
No,
it's
later.
It's not later, man. It's never. Like,
Just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No.
You want to have sex with her?
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know she's 13?
I don't know. I was just throwing.
that's another good Hanson Zinger, man. Like, he still kind of has it, you know.
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know she's 13?
That's a good point. What do you mean you don't know? You do know. You do know. It's either yes or no, man. There's no, like, maybe. Do you want to marry a 13-year-old? Maybe prison, you know? Yes or maybe prison. You know, there's no
No.
around it. There's no or 2 prison answers. That's it, you know? So, and you got one of the prison answers.
Yeah.
And you
I
want
don't
the
know. I
prison-
was just throwing things out, like, you know, just in case. Maybe I did like her. Maybe it was, you know.
So then you marry a 13-year-old girl because she's really cool and you could have sex.
He's completely open to it.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Do you
Yeah.
need to hear anything else? Is that it?
You could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
That's it, right? That's the full confession. That's like handcuffs and you're done. Like, I don't. This is like, I think you can give a 15-second clip to a judge and you'd be like, yeah, no, this
No.
he's a predator. He should be put away.
After a
What more
while.
do you need?
Yeah.
What, like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this.
So you're cool with all this. That's kind of what you and I've been, getting at. Chris
Yeah.
Hansen kind of summarizes it. You're cool
Yeah.
with all this, right? Like, that's kind of what we've been saying too. So you're just like, you think this is all right, like whatever. And he's still fucking eating, by the way.
Right.
He's still fucking
Out
eating.
of nervousness.
Probably.
You just think.
Probably you're right. Probably
Yeah.
right.
He
Nervousness.
doesn't know what else to do.
Yeah, he doesn't know what to do with his hands, whatever. Okay, I get it. Like, if you had a fidget spinner, he'd probably be fucking spinning the motherfucker.
Something like that.
This is just fine. March in here to this home.
See, I know what you're.
Well, what
Getting
what
at-
else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person? I mean,
Does he seem like that to you?
Yes, he does. He very much seems so. Dishonest and dirty. That's fair.
do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person? I mean, do I seem like it to you?
This chat seems like it.
And the chats. What seems more dishonest, him in person here or his chat log?
I don't know. It's both of them are pretty awful. So
Yeah. The chat log has more incriminating evidence in terms of, like, where
It
he was willing
does.
to go, but his demeanor here
his demeanor shows
strikes me even
otherwise.
worse. Like, his demeanor and his, like, attitude and his, like, reluctance to admit fault, his, like, reluctance to, like, respect the situation that he's in, like, all that. That strikes me as even worse. Like, I know he was saying, like, do you trim your pussy? Like, would you want to have sex with me? Like, would you blow me? Like, all this bullshit. That is very dishonest and dirty. But just his fucking personality here, you just get the sense from this guy that he would do anything to anyone. Like, he has no fucking... He has no boundaries of, like, loyalty or, like, honor. Like, he would
Right.
do anything. Like, no shit, he's
Yeah.
divorced, man. Imagine what he was doing to his wife. You know what I mean? Like,
Poor woman.
this guy's a fucking piece of shit, man.
It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up.
Another killer line, man. Another killer line by Hanson. That's fucking fantastic.
4 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up.
Great zinger, man.
At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone after a sexually charged conversation online. You come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that.
Hanson's really warming up, man. He's kind of like he's killing it
Yeah.
again. Like he fucked up at the beginning, but like he's kind of
I
killing
want
it.
to hug
again.
you.
Oh, I want to hug you.
Yeah.
The little girl's nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do.
I can like what I see here in
Nervous.
Hanson's
You
face
do it with
is I fucking hate you. Like, that's what I'm sensing out of it. Like I fucking hate you, Sokol, and I want to punish you, and I want to fucking humiliate you. Like that's what I'm seeing right
everybody.
here. Look at his face. That's I want to fucking kill
Yeah.
you. Like you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna do whatever I can to fuck you up right now.
Yeah.
You do that every time you,
You know
meet a
what? Look at
13-year-old
that.
girl.
That is I want to
I
fucking
do
kill
it when
you.
I meet somebody for the first time. I
Okay,
don't know.
but this somebody is not an adult, Jeff. She's 13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
I'm
So
Should we have the grand reveal? Do you have any insight before the reveal comes?
What reveal?
Well, the camera's about to come out, so he's
Oh.
about to find out that he's on television.
I don't know. I'm just shocked by his behavior and how chill he is about
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, no,
Because
it's
you,
shocking.
You
man.
know that he's gonna change as soon as he sees what's about to happen to him.
Yeah, no, I think you hit it like nail on the head there, man. Like I think that's why everybody really likes this segment here. It's because it's kind of shocking how careless he is and how like lax he is about all this shit. So yeah, let's see him get fucked up.
am I. But you're not answering all my questions.
Oh,
I will. Can
that
you
was
just
kind of anticlimactic. I thought the cameras were gonna come out, but they're gonna come out.
tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hanson, and this is an investigation called Hanson versus Predator.
Chris is just waiting to fucking use that line though.
Yeah,
Here we go.
So if there's anything
that's kind of a bad angle for Jeff.
Oh, that's horrible.
That's kind of a
That is
rough
horrible.
angle for Jeffy. Also, he didn't think like, why are all the blinds closed and why is there one chair and like why is it set up like?
None of that was going through his head. He had one thing in mind. Like,
All right, let's watch the full
I will.
reveal.
Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hanson, and this is an investigation called Hanson versus Predator. So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
I can't believe this is happening.
Did you bring any sort of a marriage contract?
No.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to.
Do you
Marriage contract.
remember this guy?
So what was all that talk about?
You remember this guy from the Lee Greer segment that we
Yeah.
watched? The one that I fucking thought was Chris.
yeah,
It's Ron Knight, man, the
Yeah.
fucking security guy. He's
Right.
still here, man. He's still here,
still kicking.
protecting Chris from predators, man. Look at this fucking guy. The guys filming are hilarious too. They all look kind of similar. I don't know,
Yeah,
like, dude.
they do.
Just look nerdy as fuck.
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
You can leave.
What do you mean I can leave?
You can leave.
And then what?
That's not up to me.
Who's it up to?
It's not up to me.
He's still being a dick. Like he's still
He
being a
is,
complete dick.
He is.
Like all of this has happened. This should be the most humbling experience, and he's still being an asshole.
Yeah.
What do you mean? what
do you mean?
do you mean? Should you just leave? Shut your fucking mouth, bro. Like this guy's the kind of kid that never got his fucking ass kicked, man. Like
Right.
he spent his whole life being the little chirpy fuck on the side, like
Yeah.
talking shit, and no one ever kicked his ass. And he's from Boston too. I'm surprised. Like surprised no one down there ever beat the fuck out of him. You could tell he's like look at this fucking guy, man. Like bro, like, oh, I'm sorry that you guys I'm sorry we inconvenienced you. Like, oh, I can't believe you dicks are here doing this shit to me. Like that's what he's saying, man.
Yeah.
He's acting like he's at the fucking like he's at like Service Ontario, like getting his license plate changed or some shit, and he's like,
Right.
I can't believe I'm waiting in this line. Like, bro, you're here to molest a child, you fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like, you're acting like you're changing your fucking address on your driver's license. Like,
Who's it up to?
look, just
not
part
up
of
to
his
me.
stand, man. Oh, what an inconvenience, man. I can't believe it. Or like, you're fucking
Yeah, I
you have to
know.
get like a tow or something. What do do you mean, bro? What are you're getting us easy, man. Like, if this is done privately by two people, man, like, you'd be fucking ruined, man. Like, they would cut your head off. Like, what are you talking about, man?
You didn't have to
Unbelievable.
come here.
Unbelievable.
What do you do for a living, Jeff?
I don't want to talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
Insurance?
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Can you shut it off?
I cannot shut it off now.
I cannot shut it off now.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program.
So that's a good question. I think anyone in this position would be like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, what is happening?
No, he clearly has never watched TCAP because he doesn't recognize Hanson, number one. I would recognize Hanson picking out apples at the fucking grocery store. You know what I mean? Like, let alone in this position trying to molest a child. I really like this question of what is this, because he has, like, I don't know, like, to me, I'm like expecting it. I've watched the shit for a long time. I get it, whatever. Someone that's never seen these investigations or like NBC or anything, like, they would have no idea what's going on.
I cannot shut it off now.
Yeah.
I mean, what is this?
He's like, what the hell is going on?
Very confused.
Who are you? Like, why are you videotaping me? Are you gonna put this on YouTube? Are you gonna put this on the news? Like, is this CNN? Like, what the hell is going on? You know?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hanson versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online and try to create inappropriate, illegal relationships with underage children. So unless you have something else to say now.
Hanson gives him like the Wikipedia summary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Brief summary
very
of what's
direct. It's like when
happening.
someone asks you what your job is and you
Right.
like the LinkedIn page. Like,
Would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right then. You can take your pizza if you like.
oh my
You want a
god.
slice?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh my god. He's still being a dick.
I know.
He's still being a dick.
You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you.
This isn't a friendly interaction. Like, you're not chilling with your buddy.
No.
Like, he's acting like, oh, like, me and my buddy got into an argument, and I'm like, you know, he kicked me out for taking a piss in the sink. And then you're like, oh, you want a slice, bud? You know, like, it's not what this is.
So the cops here?
We'll see.
Okay.
Menacing.
Or if they're here, just bring them in.
Still being an asshole. Still being an asshole. Still being an
Be best
asshole.
if you want.
Pretty good.
Oh, what a fucking inconvenience, man. Let me drink some water here. God, can't believe you guys are doing this to me, man. Holy fuck. You guys are such assholes, man. Look at this. Oh, fuck you guys, man. Yeah.
It's not for the garage.
Look at this. Still being a complete asshole. Am I supposed to go through here? Yeah, he's acting like he's walking into a surprise party. Like, what, are they in here? Like, a surprise party he knows about? That's what this reminds me of. He knows a surprise party's in the garage, and he's, like, walking towards it. What, am I going in here? What, or is everyone in here? Oh, my God. Fuck you. No, I don't really get why they're arresting him in the garage. Like, they should have came into the living room and just hit him in the fucking face with a baton or something, you know? Like, you know what I mean?
So-
Like, all we see on the news is police brutality, and then for one of these fucking
I
guys,
know.
they just
They just
cuff him up like
lightly
this.
in the garage,
Look at this
cuff him
guy.
up, like,
This is the exact kind of guy you see on YouTube beating the shit out of someone on the streets.
Yeah.
And then you have Jeff Sokol here. Like, he should have came in with a baton and just broke his ankle or something. But meanwhile, he's just here, like, look, he's got a fist ready to go, but he just can't use it. Like, I get you, man. I get you. I'm completely on your side, Mr. Fairfield Police here. Like, I get you, man. I want to fucking knock him out too, but, you know, we got to follow. Look at this guy's hairline. Holy shit, man.
wow, yeah.
That is powerful.
Sokol was sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months. He is eligible for parole in June.
That's it, man. What do you say here?
30 months. Sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months.
So 30 months in prison. So he's, what was that, 2.5 years? So he's doing 2.5 years mandatory, and then he's got, what is that, 3.5 or 4.5 more in probation, I guess?
Yeah.
If he's good. If he fucks up in prison, then he's fucked. So, that's kind of that, man. That's Jeff Sokol segment. What do you think? Give me your top 3 highlights, man.
The hug at the beginning, because he already was showing his predator self. The pizza eating, because it was disgusting and
It was
so
disgusting.
like improper and greasy and gross and grubby, and
Grubby, yeah.
and when Chris, not Rick, Hanson
Rick Hanson.
came in at first, and like Jeff was kind of like jealous that he wasn't alone,
Yeah.
gonna be alone with the girl, and just kind of the way he was perceiving Chris before he explained who he was.
Yeah.
What about you?
I loved watching him start off very petty and very arrogant and kind of careless and I'll do what I want, fuck you, like I didn't expect anyone else would be here, like all this shit, to see him kind of like get humbled. Now he didn't actually get humbled. He was a dick right to the end, and that little fucking he does at the fucking door. Like, what am I supposed to go through here?
Yeah.
That bullshit is really fucking annoying. So he clearly didn't get humbled, but he did at least get his ass kicked a little bit by Chris Hansen. So he did get kind of put in his place, but he's such a fucking dick. Like, he's such a dick that no amount of anything can
Help change that.
No, you can't change it. You can't control it. Like,
No.
this guy's been a dick his whole life. Also, can you believe the legend that we have right here? On the side here, we got the new fucking RSO photo, man. Horrible. We'll do this guy at some point too, but I want to get into the Lawrence saga a little bit later. This guy's been such a cock his whole life that he just can't stop being a cock. I really liked that Hanson kind of like, I liked the progression of Hanson. He came in just, stumbling on his words and shit, fucking it up, and then getting a little more confident, kind of like warming up to his role, getting into it, and then just fucking beating him down, just giving it to him. Now, I wish the police kind of beat the shit out of him a little bit, but whatever. I guess that only happens when you're innocent, So,
Yeah, no, seriously, no.
For fucking guys like this, they just get away with
Or
it.
at least pin him to the ground or do
Yeah,
something.
pin him down. Yeah, give him a little taste of the dick or something.
He walked out. Nobody saw him in the garage. Like if the neighborhood saw, that would be something. Nobody,
that too.
Super
That
discreet,
too.
like
People
super,
coming out of their houses like shaking their heads, or at
Yeah.
least you act up at a fucking like soccer game or something, and you got a guy like forcing your fucking skull against the concrete. Meanwhile, this guy's like.
Gently being put in the car.
Gently being put in the car. So something, a bit of fucking action would have been alright, but whatever, I get it. They're on camera. They don't want to fuck everything up,
Yeah.
But okay, whatever, I get it. I'm glad that he got 7 years. That's good. I wish it was more than 30 months in prison.
Yeah.
I wish it was 5 years in prison, 2 years parole, but I get it. They gotta swap these guys out. There's a lot of fucked up people that need to be put in prison. I get it,
Not enough space.
Not enough space for these fucks. Anyways, did you enjoy watching Sokol get fucked up the ass?
I did, actually.
Yeah, so did I. Okay, that's it for us. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, guys.
What do you call them? Party people? Thanks, party people.
Thanks, party people. It's always a pleasure. I know we were a little MIA after our first few videos, but we are back. We will do our best to stay on track.
We had to go to Europe, man. So we've been away for a few days, but
so
we're gonna be traveling around a little bit. So we're gonna be making videos for different countries. But I hope you enjoy this one.
Yeah, and we'll stay tuned with a new chat log soon. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Or actually, I think we're gonna do the Jeff Sokol interrogation.
Oh, the interrogation. Yeah. Okay.
I want to complete the saga, and maybe after that we can look at the documents about him asking to get his name changed. So I want to do a complete Jeff Sokol saga.
Sure, let's do that. Okay, well, stay tuned to that, folks.
Okay, party people, have yourselves a good fucking night.
Good night, party people.
Bye,
or
everybody.
Afternoon or morning, wherever you are.
That's right, actually. Bye, bro.
Peace.